the next part here is number 6. In the trunk system, this is where you identify or you investigate the ways that you're going to get in touch with people you identified in point number 5. In other words, once you know the churches, the groups, the people that you could potentially approach to see if they can help your ministry, you then have to say, well, how am I going to be in touch with them? Is it going to be by email? Is it going to be by a newsletter? Is it going to be by a mailing? Is it going to be a face-to-face meeting? Is it going to be a committee meeting? Is it going to be an event that you're going to do? You have to ultimately say, well, with the people that God has given me, what is the best way to be in touch with them? You know, it's interesting, the Apostle Paul, when he was going to raise some funds for relief ministry, he decided that he was going to do it by letter. So he sent the Corinthians a letter telling about the Macedonians. He sent them a letter, so that was his way to communicate to them about the opportunity for them to give. But then he also said, you know, I'm sending you this letter, but then I'm going to send some men to pick up the money. So he took time in his schedule. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But his ways was this group of Corinthians. He identified them. He decided he was going to mail something to them. He then decided he was going to send some men to pick up the check. So there was a very clear way that he identified, how am I going to get in touch with these people? And when it comes to you raising resources, you're going to have to do that. You're going to have to look at these different groups of people or individuals and say, what do I need to do? How can I be in touch with them? What's going to be the best way? What time do I have? What medium do I have? What can I do to make these connections and to begin to let them know about the ministry that God has called me to? So this is an important part. Again, it's part of that trunk system. Not very attractive, but it's absolutely necessary that you think through who can you contact and then how will you contact them. And so that's what you need to do in this particular section.